Morgan Freeman with the narrating voice. It's like, okay, did you ever feel like your culture's being appropriated? I'm like, okay, yeah, I do. Well, then you're black. Like, well, that's simple, huh? Okay. Great. I was like, well, sir, since you're black and apparently I'm black, maybe you can grab some dinner and talk about like where this is headed, between us. At that point, he stops and he goes, listen, girl, I'm only into Indian girls. And then my eyes just started bleeding. It's only my only response, yeah. Guys, are you ready to get this party started? Yes, get the Rachels, the Victorias, the Sophies, the Megans, the Tanyas, the Tinas, the Jareds. I can't think of guys' names right now. Guys, I'm really excited to have this next comedian. They're actually going to be recording their comedy album next month. So if you're really interested, if you love what he does here, make sure you check him out. Go check his Instagrams and all that social stuff. Please, guys, give a round of applause for Danny Martinello.
Check you there. I get my hips from my mom. What's going on, guys? As you can tell, I'm white. Let's get that out of the way there. I don't know. I'm also from Alberta, so that's why I'm going to sound like this for the next 12 minutes. Thanks, couple Albertans in the back there. Nice, right on. The rest of you, just talking loud. Cool. I don't know. I like it. I like being. I don't know. What was I going to say? I got distracted by that lady there for a second. Started my ADHD. Teachers don't like me either. They say focus. I say give me something to focus on. I don't know. I actually just went to an elementary school not too long ago. I had to go there for my buddy dropped his books off to his son, but I didn't know how powerful you feel walking around in elementary school as an adult, I was literally going, I could kick the shit out of anybody in this place. I was even starting problems with the principal just to shove it to him, He's like, do you even go here? I'm like, no, neither do any of my kin, too. He's like, what are you doing here? I'm like, that's not for you to know, right? I didn't say that because he would have kicked me out, But I had to go to drop off books, but I always like it I don't know. I feel like we almost coddle kids a little too much these days. I'm not too sure. I'm not a parent, but it is apparent. Sorry, I was just hanging out with my dad cracking jokes for a while. But I was thinking about it because the weirdest part was going to the elementary school. We had to check in with the secretary lady to make sure that we were allowed to go 400 feet in a school area, right? So we went there, and then she asked me the weirdest question that I haven't been asked before. She goes, are you harboring any peanuts? I need to know this. And that's what and I looked at her, I was like, what do you mean peanuts, right? She's like, are you harboring peanuts? I said, they're not weapons of mass destruction. Why are we using the word harbor, right? They're not refugees, lady, right? She goes, well, we have some kids in the school that have anaphylactic problems, and your peanuts could kill them. And I laughed a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. It was just because I laugh at uncomfortable things, and I think it's funny too that a Nature Valley just takes a kid out, right? And she said, you think that's funny? And I said, no, well, I was just honest with her. She goes, what's so funny? And I was like, well, don't you think it's funny that a nut brings a kid into the world, but now a nut takes them out? And I wasn't allowed to stay in the elementary school, so I had to wait in the car and stuff. I feel like a lot of parents here are traumatized by peanut allergies. And I go, oh, you guys tightened up real good on that one. You're like, look at you, buddy. I haven't been able to look at Skippy in the eyes for a while, I just think it's a problem, though, if you got to go to your shack and eat a bowl of peanut butter like you're smoking crack, All right, that's good. You people did. That's good. Nice. I liked it. I don't know. I like being from Alberta. It's fun though. Except for I feel like I let my fellow provincial people down. Because every time I'm tell someone I'm from Alberta here in Ontario, it's like a tradesman comes out of nowhere and just wants to be my best friend. Right? It's weird. They're like, you're from Alberta? I'm like, yeah. He's like, I did 6 months Fort McMurray, bro. Put my time in, right? And you're like, I don't think it's a prison, dude, right? But then I went there. It's a prison. It's a prison for sure. And then they always out-ask me. They go, what trade did you take, right? They get all excited, and that's where I let them down, sir, because I go, oh, man, I took theater. And just to watch them go, oh, right? They go, why did you take theater? later, and I look at him and I say, because I wanted to lay pipe, not fit it, you know? That's what I wanted to do. It's a good little slow burner on you guys, right? You like it, the rest are like, no, that's not what goes down in the green rooms. But it is, though, man. You know? So that's what I wanted. I wanted to be a Romeo. The only Jules I wanted to deal with were Juliets, you know? Miss me with that electrician shit. I didn't like it, though. It's fun, man. And then I feel like I let them down because they get all excited and stuff. But I like going back home. I was just back home recently, and I figured out I have understood what the difference is between a small town and a city, sir. You know what the major difference is? Is when you jaywalk in a small town, the cars just speed up. That's what it is. And I almost got smoked by a truck because I saw a dually, got excited. Haven't seen one in a while, right? Smokestacks, just diesel going. Scared you a little bit? Watch out, you never know when I on the mic. Gotta keep you on your toes. Were you filming me too at the beginning? I know you were. Didn't consent to that, but whatever. Didn't consent to it. Consent. And you should know, consent is sexy, alright? You're like, I just gotta put it on TikTok, you know what I mean? Whatever. But I went, I saw a dually truck almost smoke someone, right? And I was like, fuck. I got a little bit sad because, like, I wanted to see it happen. You know, I did. Just wanted a little bit. Well, I messed up the bit. I got distracted by you. I forgot to tell you guys I almost saw someone get smoked by a truck here in Toronto. That was the part, right? Because in Toronto, people are really, they don't like waiting. People don't like waiting around here. They get antsy at a 5-second wait, you know? They do. I've seen someone pulsate before that they had to wait. They went, fuck! Right? And I was like, what are we doing here? I lined up in a 3-point, thought we were racing, you know? And I saw this guy almost get smoked by the car, right? And that's when I got disappointed because I wanted him to die a little bit. Well, no, I shouldn't have said that. Sorry, that got kind of evil. I wanted to see him get hit because of his impatience. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know about you guys, but I've watched Virtual Warriors, right? Patience is a virtue, you know? And I wanted to see it. But then a little bit of me was going in my head where I'm like, oh man, you know, that'd be kind of sad. But I started thinking if I was to get hit by a car, I'd want to get hit by a truck, of all things, right? Because imagine if a Fiat hit you, dude, and that's what killed you. Is a Fiat? Come on, that's a pussy way to go, you know? I'm not lying for sure. A truck would hit you, that's a man's way. And even drive it back home, put a couple balls on the back of the hitch to make sure, you know? So that's what I want. The last thing that goes through my head is a pair of chrome scromes to the dome. That's what I want. Right? You'd be like, front axle, rear axle, nutsack, right to the head, you know? Then dad pets your concave skull and goes, that's how he went, a man's way, you know? But I've been learning a lot about myself lately too, through others. I don't know if you've ever done that, learned about yourself through others. And apparently everybody thinks I do drugs because apparently I don't blink enough for them. So they say, one guy's like, hey man, what are you on? I'm like, I don't know, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. What do you mean, what am I on? He goes, you haven't blinked for a while. I go, well, I don't feel the need to blink though. You know, because the whole purpose to blink is to refresh your eyes. And mine just stay fresh. You know, that's how I feel, right? And plus, I'd rather not blink and think I'm on drugs than blink too much and think I need drugs, though. You know, because this says something's going on, but this says something needs to be dealt with. You know? And you know the saying, too, when they go, oh, the lights are on, but nobody's home. With me, you know there's a dinner party going on, for sure. You're like, there's an old Italian lady in the kitchen cooking for sure in that one, you know? But I don't do much. I don't really do anything these days anymore. Quit alcohol about a year ago. Quit alcohol, thank you. I don't do much. I do I shouldn't say I'm sober because I'm more so California sober because I smoke pot and do mushrooms whenever I need to kill my ego, you know? I do a little acid if the cosmos aren't aligned right? But not a loser, as they say, right? But I like alcohol. Because I find it's the funnest one where you quit and people either ask you two or things, right? When they find out you stop drinking, they either go, oh man, that's awesome, I'm proud of you. Or they go, hey, I don't mean to pry, but what did you do? You know? And you gotta be like, nothing, man. I've been drinking since I'm 12. I'm from Alberta, you know? I'm 32. That was more than half my life that I've been drinking, right? I don't think there's been a weekend since I was 12 where I'm like, let's get drunk and steal dad's liquor, you know? So I was like, I need to reevaluate it. But I find alcohol is the only one where people still try and like get you to drink a little bit or like trick you with it, right? Like when I went home for the holidays, my brother's like, do you want some ice cream? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And then he presented me a bowl of Baileys with $1 of ice cream. And I was like, yo, dude, there's liquor in there I can't drink. He's like, yeah, it's more of a slushy kind of thing, though. And I'm like, still, I'm not going to do that. But I find it funny because you wouldn't do that with any other thing, right? Like, you wouldn't eat a powdered donut and then be like, holy shit, my gums are getting numb here. The guy's like, that wasn't powdered sugar! And you're like, oh, it's rage! You know? It doesn't work like that, though, man. And I like it though, dude, because like the one thing that I noticed where it was like, when I stopped drinking, I got a big sweet tooth, right? Never was a sweets and treats kind of cat. Now I'm just licking at the dish, right? Love it. That's what I am. Big tart guy over here, you know? Big tart guy, right? And I have this Portuguese deli across the street from my house. Makes the best tarts. Portuguese people? Anybody in here Portuguese? Nice. They make good tarts and good drywall. That's about it. That's about it. I'm Italian. I can say that. We hire them, you know? Right? One person that's not Portuguese feels offended for the Portuguese people. Like, they make good fish dishes too. But I went there to get my tarts. I had a good day, right? Feeling good about myself. Went to get a 12-pack of tarts, you know? Some kid was on one. I was like, hell yeah, I had a good diet, had a good thing, had a good time. Went to get 12 tarts. She goes, oh, it's a lot of tarts. Who's that for? I said, it's for me. She goes, that's a lot of sugar for one person, right? And I go, that's all right. I quit drinking. Now I like my sweets. And she goes, well, I guess you just replaced your addiction if you ask me. So nobody asked you anything, you bitch. No one asked you anything. Right? Came here for the tarts, not a therapy session, right? And I go, yeah, I mean, it's whatever, you know? And she goes, well, I don't think it's whatever. If you ask me, I think sugar's as bad as alcohol, if not worse. And I said, once again, nobody asked you anything. But how do you say? And she goes, well, people make a lot of crazy choices about sugar. And I said, not once have I made a shitty choice in my life on desserts. Not once, you know what I mean? Not at all. Have I ever got hot and horny at a party and decided to jerk someone off for a Boston cream, you know? Never done that at all. Never woke up in the middle of a party with a dinner plate full of icing sugar and a straw in my nose and my buddy goes, your turn, right? Never once on sugar. But the one thing that I couldn't quit, I'll leave you guys on this one, was weed. That was the thing. I gave a 6-month break of everything. I stopped sex, I stopped smoking, I stopped drinking, I stopped everything. I went full Mormon. It was crazy. I was knocking on doors everywhere, right? What are you here for? I'm sober. Have you heard about the good Lord Jesus Christ? Get out of here. No. But I did. I quit everything. And then I was walking around for a while, straight edge sober, and I'm like, what did JC die for? You know? So at that point I said, what did Mr. Jesus string himself on the cross for yet me not to sin, you know? Walking around, I gotta have a little bit, so I started smoking pot again, and I was getting high like I was back when I was 13, you know? Heard noises, I'm like, oh shit, my mom's home, and I started cleaning my house, putting doilies back where they need to be, and then I remember my mom lives in Edmonton, and I'm in Toronto, right? Long way for a checkup, you know? But the one thing that I liked the most, because I forgot weed was legal at one point, was I was smoking pot on my porch, and the police officer came by, he said, hi, how are you? And he caught me off guard. I said, very. He was like, what? I'm like, me. He's like, yeah, you. I'm like, so high, what's up, right? He's like, oh, nothing. I'm like, am I in trouble, officer? He said, no, marijuana's legal. I was just saying hello. I said, okay, well, keep it moving then, man. Like, get going, officer buzzkill, right? But then he doubled back and he went, indica sativa. And that's what tripped me out the most, because I'm like, what kind of Canadian heritage moment am I going through right now? Right? Like, forget the Battle of 1812. Let's just throw a couple kids in a skate park doing bomb rips, and a Mountie comes in and goes, indica sativa, right? Kid does a kickflip and goes, hybrid, bitch, and then rolls out. But I got reminiscent because I felt like I had to hide it. Now I don't have to hide it, right? And I remembered all the things I used to do in junior high school, grade 8, 9, just to hide weed, right? What me and my buddies used to do, because we got busted once, miss, for smelling like it. And we thought that if we smoke weed in our clothes, then our clothes are going to smell like weed. But if we don't smoke weed in our clothes, then our clothes should never smell like weed. So what me and my buddies did was we went to my friend Cordell's house at lunch, went to his garage, but took off all their clothes, except for our underwear. You gotta leave something up to the imagination, right? And we left our clothes in the house, and then we went to the garage and smoked joints, right? We never got busted. We looked at each other and we said, Thundercats or go, we figured out a system, right? And so we did this for weeks, miss, for weeks, until one day we were all high, getting in the garage, right? Smoking a joint, wondering who has the smallest panos of the group, right? Just staring at all each other's tighty-whities, getting high, and then all of a sudden we heard, and the garage door started open, right? And there in the middle of the garageway was Cordell's dad, staring at us like a German shepherd trying to understand commands, right? He's like, what the fuck am I looking at, right? And I know he said that because I watched him mouth it, right? And so I'm just scared, just like, oh no, don't know what to do, right? Because imagine this, you're a father coming home for a nice cold cut sandwich and a beer at lunch, but instead you just opened the garage to see your son and his 3 buddies' paninis hanging out, right? So I look at Cordell looks at me and goes, don't move. If you move, he will see us. I go, I'm pretty sure he's not a T-Rex, but I'm high enough to go with this, right? And so I'm staring back at Cordell's dad, and it feels like an eternity, but it was probably only 15 seconds. And then Cordell's dad just closed the garage door. And we never spoke of it. We never said a word, and I knew him for 10 years. I'd go to his house, and I'd be like, Mr. Anderson, he'd be like, Daniel, and we would just go, and I had enough. And one day I said, Cordell, did your dad ever say anything about that time? And he goes, what time? The time he saw us in our underwear getting high? I said, what other fucking time is there, dude? He goes, yeah, he said something. I said, what did he say? He goes, pretty sure he thought we were doing some gay shit, 100%. I said, why? What makes you say that? And he goes, because the next morning he said, Cordell, I don't know what you and your buddies were doing in the garage there, pal, but just remember, love is love and I love you. And you know what, Cat? I love you guys, so thanks for having me. May you guys get all the funds you need and keep supporting, just keep supporting you guys and everything that's good. And God bless. See you guys later.
Remember, if you want to check him out, make sure that you follow him right now, anywhere, physically or through social media, see where he goes. You know, maybe he might do the album right now. You don't know, right? I have a duo here. We're doing good, Trev? Yeah. Okay. Yeah? Okay, what's going on? Did you guys, having fun? Good. Teach you some Punjabi. You guys know some Punjabi? Huh? Is this better? Guys, is this better? Yeah? Was it too loud? It was too loud before, right? Danny too. He's like, great, but even me, I'm the worst. I'm worse than him. Yeah, okay. That's great. Give it up for Trevor. If you can't hear me later, Trevor broke the system, okay? Just keep that in mind. Guys, it's like, anybody single here? Girl, what's your name? Pardon me? Allie. Guys, give it up for Allie and her being single. Fuck yeah. Single ladies, fuck yeah. So Allie, are you on the apps? Why? I agree, but why? You have a friend on the apps. Why don't you have yourself on the apps? All the time? But if you're helping, you might as well go take a peek. What's that? I don't know if you're drunk. What? You 10. But no. I'm just kidding. Wait, what did you say? I couldn't hear you. What? Fuck that noise. She is gorgeous. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I won't bring it. I know I get a little too passionate. I'm so sorry. I love Allie. Allie, girl, you too good. No. You too pretty. You need to check yourself out and go for it. And while I'm saying that, I also don't do that. So I'm a fucking hypocrite. That's what I'm saying, But it's really hard. It's so hard. It's brutal. That's probably not just a worse word. And with the apps, sometimes you get really lucky and you get dick pics. And that's supposed to be sarcasm, okay? Yeah, that's right. And I've been a recipient. Ali, have you gotten those, like at any point, did you ever get a dick pic? So you got dick pics, and like, wait, are you into them? Which is like accurate. Okay. Right. Yeah, you're like, keep it to yourself, I trust you, right? Yeah. If you're like, if I am interested, I know you'll bring it. Right, yeah, it's a package deal, right? I'm also, like, I'm not a fan, I'm just kind of like, I've seen it, don't worry. I recently was the recipient of my first pussy pic. Yeah, by accident. Yeah, a friend of mine said to me, and I was like, did she send me a picture of bread? Like, oh shit, that's her vagina. She responds back, goes, hey, sorry, I didn't mean to send that to you. It's actually for this guy I'm hooking up with. And I was like, thank God. I was like, where's this friendship going, right? Welcome to 2 minutes ago. Can your friend hook you up, like, do like the captions for you? But anyway, so I reply back to her. I'm like, don't worry about it. It's cool. She responds back again and goes, well, what do you think? And what I think is a weird question to ask your friend what you think of their genitals. That's why I'm not here for that, but I'm like, okay, I guess I need to step up my game. She's been a good friend. So I responded back to her, I'm like, it looks very clean. Yeah, I guess I couldn't figure it out, right? And then, she wasn't really happy with that response. She sent back a capitalized, bitch, can you help me? And I was like, all right, this bitch gets up with her name. So I started looking at it, I really started looking at it. Oh yeah, motivation, you're about to like leave your house, she took you in like a straight cash, she's a good friend, be there for her. And then I replied back to her, and I'm like, it looks cancer-free. I don't know, what do you want me to say? Like, do you want me to be like, bitch, curve that clit to the left? I'm not that person. Guys, are you ready for your next comedian? No visiting, guys, this comedian, she's absolutely lovely, and follow her on Instagram, and she's actually a great illustrator. She's written for Tall Boys and a bunch of other things. Other things is what I'm trying to say. Please put your hands together for Isabel Sutton.
Hi, how are you guys? I've already forgotten the audience member's name. I'm sorry. We're talking about dick pics. Do you think that men who send unsolicited dick pics know that every time they send one, it gets immediately sent to a group chat? I really like telling that joke because the women laugh and the men look really nervous. And immediately very uncomfortable. No, it's true, gentlemen. Faster than the speed of light, just immediately to a group chat. And always your judgiest friends, too. We're talking gay men, Asian women, people who will not go back with their opinions. And let me tell you, fellas, the feedback is never positive. Never positive. Let me give you a hot tip, all right? Looking at a picture of a penis is much like looking at a picture of a newborn baby, okay? Unless you are personally invested in that thing's growth, it just looks like a slab of meat, right? You're not interested. I feel like that joke is a little mean, not to penises, but to babies. I actually like babies a lot. I had one last year. And I look great. You have to say that. You have to say it. Whenever a woman says she's just had a baby. She could look like Gollum from Lord of the Rings, but you have to be like, you look great. You look great. And I do look great. I actually really enjoyed giving birth. I know it gets a bad rap. I know a lot of women are like, I didn't like it. I was not my most fun time. I actually really liked it, and I'll tell you why. I don't know if you can tell from the way I dress or what I do for work, but I love attention. I love attention. You're telling me for 20 plus hours, I'm going to be in a room filled with people who graduated medical school, and their only job is to tell me that I'm doing amazing? Yes, thank you. I'll do it again. It was a lot of fun. I made my husband wait in the car for an extra 20 minutes while I put on a full face of makeup. I just walked out like, it's my day. All eyes on me. Speaking of all eyes, has anyone addressed this weird-ass mural yet? I have to talk about it. Like, I know who these two guys are. Who's this man? Who is this man? Like, I feel like he's a good representation of a musician who's just unrecognizable because of a bad facelift. Yeah? I don't, okay, I'll be totally honest, I'm not well versed in white culture. I don't know who Jim McCarthy is. He was a drummer for the Yard. I know what one of those words means. Might be Keith Richards. Okay, an old man who's destroyed his face with plastic surgery. I feel like my ritual, I was like, it looks like if E.T. got a fox eye facelift. Keith Richards! He's got that nice E.T. cheekbone. You know, E.T. has a great cheekbone. Okay, alright, riffing is over. I'm just glad that we were able to address what's happening behind me. I feel like I was looking at Harpreet with like these arms coming out of her torso, and I was like, how can I can't hear I didn't hear anything that anyone said when they were on stage, because I was just like, what's happening behind them? Ghost arms emerging from their torso. Also, I'm the only one who's going to be on the show who's not tall enough to play with the top of that. That just makes me feel really long. Okay, what was I actually going to say? All right, so I had a baby last year, so I'm married. And my husband is, as I mentioned, I'm not well versed in white culture, but my husband is like the pinnacle of white culture. He's an Australian, which I think is the whitest you can get, is a white Australian, right? They're like, what do you like to eat? And they're like, yeast on bread. It's the whitest you can get. He moved to Canada from Australia so he could get married. Let me reiterate. He moved from a place literally called the Sunshine Coast so that he could live in Scarborough, Ontario. Right? That's how you know the pussy is fired, okay? He left the coast of sunshine for a borough of scars. It's pretty great. I will say though, I've met a lot of women since this happened who have said that they have the same thing where their husband or boyfriend or whatever came over from Australia to be with them. So I think I've just uncovered Canada's secret immigration policy. Yes? This is how we get white people over. You know, we're a real honey trap in this place. Come to Canada. Our winters are cold, but our women are hot. You know? I also feel really proud. I feel really proud that I'm part of the collective movement to decolonize Australia. Right? Hot women everywhere. We saw what was happening. We saw how they were treating Aboriginal people, the heritage sites, and destroying the animals. And we were like, we've got to get these straight white men out of there. Got to get them out of there. Some women are very talented. They can pick up dollar bills with their vaginas. Okay? I'm over here picking up settler colonies. Okay? Picking them up, okay, I'm putting them over here. Our long-term plan is to, because he has dual citizenship, is to move to France one day. Is it because I love Paris? Is it because I want to hang on to my health care? No. It's because the long-term plan is to get him back to Europe where he belongs. Alright, I'll do it again. I'll get him there divorce and we'll start it all over again. I'm committed to decolonization. This crowd is very white. This crowd is very white. I will say though, I do like being married. I like it a lot. A lot of comedians, that's not their thing, but I like being married. I will say, however, when we got married, I had like a real wave of anxiety because it was the first time I had ever looked at someone I was in a relationship with and had the realization, oh my God, we might not break up. Terrifying. Because before that, in every relationship I've been in, the thought of the breakup was like the soft pillow that I could rest my head upon when I grew weary. You know? And just like, oh, that hairline is looking dangerous. But I'm not going to see it when it's at its worst. You're like, oh, he's got a weird relationship with his mom. But I'm never going to see her again. Now the pillow's being ripped away, and my head is crashing back against a headboard of family history of heart disease and a father-in-law who's not that hot. Minute for the long call. Okay, you weren't a big fan of my decolonization material, which is fair, I guess. But I'm gonna try some more. I'm gonna try some more ethnic stuff. I always have Harpreet here to give me some woos. Hopefully she's still there. Okay. All right. All right. So we're living in arguably the golden age of the astrology girl, right? She's out there, she's living her best life, she's making all the memes. If I'm on Instagram and I want to find out, what Seinfeld quote is the most Gemini, I can. It's a great time. I will say, however, I don't enjoy the stereotype that the astrology girl is a white girl. I don't like that. Because as someone who is South Asian, white people, you cannot hold a candle to the insanity of South Asians and their absolutely not. No, I'm sorry. I hear white guys complaining, they're like, oh, I went on a date with this girl, she asked me what her rising sign was. Sir, you go on a date with a South Asian girl, both her parents will be on that date asking you what your rising sign is. Okay? You can't. Too crazy. I'll give you an example, like a specific example of how South Asians are so crazy about astrology. So my dad is from a country formerly known as Burma, currently known as Myanmar. Do we know this country? It's not an Asian country with a lot of cachet, so I have to make sure you know it. So my dad's from this country, and I don't know if you know, because there have been so many atrocities that have happened since then. But last year, 2021, there was a military coup, and the government was overthrown, and they threw a bunch of the democratically elected officials in prison, and there were a lot of riots, and a lot of civilians were murdered. I promise this is a setup to a joke. I promise. It's going to get light and fun. But before the military did this, they went to their astrologer, and I'm gonna give you an accurate recreation of what exactly happened at this meeting. Okay, the general was like, she's not down with this. I was like, they're European descendants. They might not like. Okay, here's a recreation of what happened. So the hardened military general was like, okay, so like, I'm a Pisces, and the colonel, like, he's a Libra. So, like, what's the best day for us to have our military takeover? And the astrologer was like, oh my god. You have to have your coup. You have to have it on February 1st, 2021. Because then get this, the date of your coup will be 2121. And the hardened military general saw that and went, oh my god, so cute. Oh my god, it's so cute. And what happened after is not funny at all. tell from my general vibe, but I'm a very awkward person. Very awkward. So if this next one is relatable, please let me know. It will touch me. Have you ever had a conversation that was so awkward that you just started revealing secrets? Your brain is just like, I don't know, maybe this will spice things up. Is this anything? I don't know. You run into someone you went to high school with on the street, and they're just like, oh my god, I love your sweater. And you're like, thanks, I shoplifted it. I didn't have a security tag, so I got a great deal. I do this so often that I'm confident if I ever was to commit a crime, the only thing the police would need to do to elicit a full confession from me would be to introduce into the interrogation room a girl who had never left my hometown. Okay. It would be like, I was keeping a real tight lid on it, not giving them anything, and then the police officer is just like, are you ready to hear her talk about how she and her husband just bought a new truck? I would go straight to jail. Absolutely straight to jail. I'll end with this. I'll end with this fun little news story. A man recently went to the hospital with not one, not two, but 3 different types of parasites. Right? After eating a crab alive. And when the hospital asked him why he had done this, he responded, revenge. Against the crab. For pinching his daughter. Pinching his young daughter. Revenge on the crab. Ate the crab alive. The Taken movie series is really going in a weird direction. But I have to say, it gave me pause because what's going to traumatize a child more? Getting a little pinch from a crab? Or watching your father, like a demon from hell, consuming an animal while it's still alive? And then going to the hospital for 3 different types of parasites. All right, thank you guys so much.
So you guys are here for the raffle? Yeah? Yeah? You guys want some alcohol? And where'd you go? Okay. My beautiful assistant, please. Yes. Travina. Yes. Okay. Guys, we're gonna do the raffle really quick before we bring up your headliner. So stay tuned for that. She is amazing. You don't want to miss anything. But I kind of need some help. And Travina's been really she's been losing it, So I want to call up Allie. Allie, you want to help me out? Yeah, give it up for Allie! My girl, my homie, hug me. Okay, don't be afraid. I'm so glad. Oh, I'm so sorry. And they're non-binary. My apologies. My apologies. You're my homie. You're my homie. Okay? Homie is non-binary. Okay, so girl, homie. Oh goodness, I need to fix myself. Can you still be my friend? So homie, Allie, I'm gonna ask you to pick out one number. I'll just put the microphone in front of me. You can read out the number, and then that person will get the first prize. And Allie will hand it to you. Is that good? Sounds good? Okay. Oh, get out of here. Get out of here. Okay. If you pick your own number, we're gonna have to do this again. You'll have 4 more chances, okay? Wait, I'm gonna put, hold on. Now you can do this. You have to reach for the stars. Okay, reach for the stars. Got it? Okay, yeah.
50750.
50750. What? Wait, give me the number. Wait, did I just do that? Oh, I just did that. Homie, this is not 00481129. That's the number. Allie, you 10 drinks. She said 2. It's probably 10. So, guys, I'm gonna repeat the number. It is. Oh my God, what is it again? 0048. 129. Anybody? Anybody? 004-8129. Pick another one. You last. You're last. Okay. Sophie, you want to help me out?
I don't even know this.
Sophie. Hold up, girl. Hold up. Okay. I'm gonna make you reach for the stars, okay? Go. Okay.
004-8107.
004-8107. Bingo! Thank you. Hold on. Let's see if this is true. Come on up. 004-8107. Numbers, yeah. Oh my God, light. 004. Yeah. Congrats. What's your name? Lauren. Give it up for Lauren. Warren. And we still have one more. Yeah, one more. Let's get somebody from the bar, perhaps. Anybody from the bar? Anybody want to help me out? So, yeah, you want to take? Okay, come through. I'm sorry, what's your name? Eli, guys, get up for Eli. Okay, Eli, I feel like you actually listen to instructions. You reach for the stars. Thank you. Oh, perfect.
004-8093.
Is that, are you good? Which one?
093.
Oh, hold on. Let me see. 048, is it 093? Yeah, nice. What's your name? Jesse, give it up for Jesse. Jesse, look behind you. Jesse, look behind you. Yeah, there we go. Oh, awesome. So we're actually going to do the rest of the raffle after a bit, so don't rush off after I'll set. Guys, I'm really excited to bring up your next comic, another wonderful friend of mine. So excited. You can catch them on, I remember this, on Drag Heels in February. Is that correct? I remember. Drag Heels in February. Keep an eye out for on Out TV. Oh, look at that good. Guys, give it up for Al Val.
Hey, make some noise! Let's go! Yes! My friends at the back, can you hear me? Are you good? Yes! My people at the front, I know you're here. Hi. What's up? That was the most chaotic raffle I have ever seen in my entire life. I'm going to come right out and say it. 90% of you are wasted. 90% of you are so drunk. When Harpreet announced the numbers, the amount of people I saw doing this minimum, maximum fucking thing. That you won and walked away. I don't know if any of you saw that. He won and was like, I'm the fucking best. Woo! And went back to his seat. Trevor had to chase him with his prize. Be like, you realize this is how raffles work. You get something out of it. It's like, they called my number. Yes! Next round's on me. You guys wasted? I love it. Yes. Get drunk. It's for the children. We're getting hammered for the kids. Who's going home to them tonight? I love the irony that we're raising funds for children that you're like, thank God I get a night away from them. I'll raise money for Kevin, but I don't want to fucking see him tonight. He's gonna be asleep when I get home. I'm excited to be here among legends, man. Jimi Hendrix, Jim Morrison, and that guy.
fuck is that? Local gym, Black Cat Gym. I feel like there's a local band here that plays, and one of them was like, you better put my face up there. Jimothy. Is that a guy? Should I know who that is? Anime Jim. He looks like an anime character. Jim, the Last Airbender. Cool. This is fun. This is good. Does this place only serve rotisserie chickens? Because that's all I saw. That's also another thing. I walked through the crowd and it felt like medieval times. A lot of people were ripping into whole chickens with their fingers. Where am I? Were you guys expecting us to joust tonight? Yes? Oh, no. I wasn't hoping for like an affirmative response to that. I don't like that. I've never jousted in my life. I've crossed swords. Yeah, too far. It's for the kids. Sorry. I forgot. It's for the kids. Did we raise enough money for the kids? You guys don't give a shit. You're drunk as fuck.
We did. We have more tickets.
We did? Nice. Hell yeah. What better way to raise money for the future than forgetting an entire night out of your life by drinking too much? Right on, man. How's your lockdown? Anybody else change genders out of boredom? Just me? Hell yeah, we actually have people. Fuck yeah. Yes. That was my case, man. Lockdown got pretty dull. Got a year ago? Oh, you're post-lockdown trans. Fuck yeah. Mid to post? It's all valid, baby. In my case, I was depressed in the middle of lockdown. I was like, what's that? Tired of being a lesbian. Being a lesbian sounds fun though. Don't ruin it for me. You know? Hey, it's for the kids, all right? I'm gonna keep saying that every time I have no idea what else to say. Guys, come on, it's for the kids. All right? For the kids in gym, number 3. Anonymous Jim. We'll figure out who he is by the end of the night. Does somebody legit know who this guy is? Keith Richards? Oh, that makes sense. Wow. I thought it was another Jim, but go figure, it takes a drunk to recognize a drunk. Too much, sorry. Yeah, I get it. I crossed that line. You guys are tough but fair, this audience. You recoiled on that one. You have a quota on laughs. You're like a French king. You're like, ha ha! Next joke, peasants. I have a flogging to get to. Yeah, lockdown was depressing for me. I'm sure it was for a lot of people, to say the least. In the middle of depression, I was like, you know who has it easy? Women. And then I decided to transition. That's how it all came about. I know this must be confusing to the people at the back. If they can't see, they're like, why is Bart Simpson talking about being a woman? Hell yes. Love it. I'm on hormones. I've been on hormones for 2 years. It's great. I love what it's doing to my skin, to my body. It's everything that I wanted it to be. But like every time I get my blood checked, there's still a little testosterone left. And it mocks me from the pages that I see on the levels, you know what I mean? And I can still feel it in my bones. I have an angry, hetero-married couple arguing every day in my body, in my blood. I have testosterone and estrogen at odds. The other day, I left the toilet seat up. I gave myself the silent treatment for 4 hours. A lot of you laughed. One lady clapped really hard for that. She is in a fight with her man. Every day he is sleeping on the couch just because I told that joke. Fuck yeah. Get a night to yourself. Kevin's in the basement tonight. Anybody getting still drunker tonight? Fuck yeah, dude. It's like, I love the chaos of bar shows like these. I think it's awesome. I missed it, frankly. Like Zoom, I did so much Zoom comedy for a whole year. And make some noise if you watched a Zoom comedy show at any point. No? You missed out on a circus. I'm glad you didn't. It sucked. As a comedian, it was how I had to make my money. And like Zoom, if you've ever been on a Zoom meeting, let's start there. Make some noise if you've been on a Zoom meeting. Okay, good. Yeah, because so you know that people can just leave their mics on and just leave their phones wherever in the house and just go about their business. And so in a Zoom comedy show, I've gotten heckled by people just leaving their phones in the kitchen and whatever sounds that come up. I got heckled by sizzling fajitas one night. Their kids will watch TV while you're performing. As a comedian, you know no deeper humiliation than getting heckled by a kid's TV show. I got heckled by Paw Patrol one night. After I told the joke, there was dead silence, and I heard, "Arf, arf, sounds like someone needs our help!" I was like, fuck you. Fuck you, dog. Doing my best. But I love where I'm at. I'm happy. I love the changes that are happening. It's dope. It's awesome. Despite all the hate I get, and it is a lot, I won't lie to you, especially online. But I will say that some of the comments that people make, this is where I find a lot of joy in it, is a lot of people will try and get my goat, insult me, piss me off, but they aim so weird, they try and pick something that's so off the mark that is hilarious to me, that it makes me laugh again. I got this comment like a month ago, this guy was like, when you die, after you're dead, like 400 years after that, when they dig up your bones, they're gonna be like, that's a man's bones. And when I saw that comment, I was like, who fucking cares? Does this guy really think that my greatest wish is that my bones be fuckable to a necrophiliac paleontologist from the future? Like, really? Does this guy think in my lowest moments, when I'm sizing myself up in the mirror, I'm like, my bones! I can't change my bones! But more importantly, this is where my mind goes. Like, what does this guy think those scientists are like that do that kind of anthropological work? Does he think that it's just a whole bunch of broy dudes digging up bones like, oh fuck, another dude, this sucks? I thought we were gonna dig up hot chicks. None of these bones have boobs on them. All that schooling for nothing! I got that one. That's a pretty common one. The bones one is, you'd be surprised how many people think that they got me on that one. But this is another one I get. Somebody will be like, you'll never have a period. Good. Good! I've never heard an endorsement for a period in my life. The only people who've ever wished for a period are 2 weeks late for it. Exactly. Surprise raffle! 004-8074. Boom! You don't get get anything. I'm not responsible. Making sure to keep you on your toes. That's all I'm doing. 5 people were like, oh shit! Oh, fuck. I win! Just claim it. Fucking what else, man? Sex. Should I talk about relationships? It's, when you transition, this is the interesting thing, is that the dating pool changes naturally. People are going to interact with you differently, and therefore, like, the dating pool is only inevitably going to change. And I found it very interesting. I'm keeping to myself for now because I am in the middle of a process, and I don't think it's worth bringing somebody in for that. But I noticed that the people who are attracted to me are going to change and represent a different group, and they've started to form a niche. It's very specific. I've gone from being a handsome guy that some people want to fuck to a handsome woman that only retired police officers from Thunder Bay want to fuck. And see, again, a lot of you laughed. One person clapped really hard. They have a brother in Thunder Bay who just retired from the force and is like, that's Daryl. Good for Daryl. Daryl needs love too. Hook me up. Let's go. Does he have a basement? I'll stay there. I don't give a fuck. You guys really did have a drop-off on that one. Have we reached a point where you care so much about me, you're like, girl, no! Thunder Bay? Thunder Bay with Daryl? No! You're better than that! Oh, stop! Fucking stop! I don't know. What if Daryl's a good cook? What else? Yeah, I think being single as long as I have, roll with me on this. I think about sex a lot, but I think as a comedian, I just keep deviating into fun, funny ways to make sex funny. You know what I mean? When you don't have it for as long as I have, you think about the funniest ways to get joy out of it. And in the end, I think that, you know what, true intimacy is being able to have a laugh in those really vulnerable moments. So, like, if you're not having a giggle every once in a while during sex, I think you're doing it wrong. You know what I mean? That's why they call it slap and tickle. You gotta have a little coochie coo in the middle of it. That's how you know it's love. That's weird. So I thought I heard somebody say, but like, you know what? Your sex sucks. Try it. Yeah, I don't know.
Weird, but yes.
But this is, yes, weird, but yes. Fucking, there's a word for that. It's called pink. You know? I don't know. This is my recommendation to you guys. If it's getting stale anyways, you might as well just dip into an impression halfway through. I think that's really fun. Just throw role play at them. Do an impression of fucking Seinfeld in the middle. Be like, you're fucking me right now. Let's fuck. You're all the way inside of me. This guy's got a boner. Let's go. That's what she said. Therefore, fucking now. What's the deal with you getting an erection? You're all the way inside of me. And then have your roommate barge in and be like, who's fucking in here? Kramer's there. It's a threesome. Bow, 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 bow. You could also do, I don't know, in the middle of, I think blowjobs are they can be tough. I'm learning to like them. I gag on vitamins, you guys. I need to like, it's hard to get used to. Which is why, like, I think it's just funny in the middle of a blowjob, just do an impression of Toad from Mario Kart. How many people play Mario Kart? No? just in the middle of it be like, I'm the best! I'm the best! I'm the best! And then when they come, make the noise he makes when he spins out, go, ow, 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 ow. I know I like cut off half of the audience there. That was for you guys. That was for some of them. I encourage you to try it. Fuck it. The people, even the people who didn't get the reference tonight, be like, ow, wow, 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 wow. Ow, wow, 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 wow. It could unlock something. Who knows? I think if you never want to give a blowjob again, I think I always thought this would be really funny, and I want to try it someday. If you keep one hand on their member, and you look into the far corner of the room, and go, well, here goes nothing, and wink. Go for it. Because you've only given them like 4 seconds to be like, what the fuck is going on? Ah! That's really fun. There you go, sex advice. Most of it is like dick related. I think I have some for vaginas. I don't know. But this is for the kids, so like, you know, really, how much should I go into that stuff? Yeah. I don't know, do you guys want more sex stuff, or should I like... Yeah. I think, okay. I have a running theory. I know that, like, sex jokes they feel like an easier game, and I get that, but I also think that it's because inherently, not only is being sex super vulnerable, and therefore, like, there's a lot to mine in there, but I think, like, let's be honest, the dick is the goofiest looking thing in the fucking world. You know what I mean? Guys, it's worse with FTM. It's for those of you who don't know, FTM is short for like female to male transitioning. How so? Okay. So for those of you who didn't hear, they take a graft off? No?
No, yes.
All right, we have a matriarch in the corner who's like, no, 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 no. But I'm going to tell you anyways. They take a graft off of your arm, and they fashion a phallus out of it? Hell yeah, dude. You know what? That's where the veiniest part of your body is anyways. You gotta have a real turgid member, you know? Real Spider-Man arms. Oh, I don't know where this is going, you guys. I have no idea. I've really been put on the spot. I hope you can appreciate that. I'm finding this stuff out are you going for your booze? Did you forget it again? He forgot it again, didn't he? I won something. But I think thank you. I think the dick is the goofiest looking thing. If the dick could make a noise, it would be any version of that, some confused, just a bewildered. That's why, guys, I know a lot of you think that your dick has a six-pack and solves crimes in the night and wears a cape. But it's fucking ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's a little monster. It's a little one-eyed monster. That's why, with its one eye. Come on. That's why the first time I unzipped the guy's pants, it just came rocketing out with the one eye, just like, I couldn't breathe in there. Who are you? I don't trust it. That's why my hormones, they're great. It reduces morning wood. No more of that. Gentlemen, how do you feel about yours? How's your morning wood? Do you like it? With the axe? What? Hang on a second. Lumberjack with the chick. Stop giving me hieroglyphs, and please, you're allowed 5 more words at a time. I'm giving you 5 more. 2 push chords. Fucking, what does that mean? Am I deciphering the Matrix? Is this the Zodiac code? Zodiac killer shit? Chainsaw, axe, cord, and loam. All you need is to insert the number pi, and it will be yours, the answer. That's how I feel about my morning work. I didn't fucking realize I asked the Riddler a question about his boner. Sorry. You'll never know about my dick, Batman. I don't know, I don't trust my own, I don't like it. That's why morning wood, I'm done with it. Happy that it's gone. Because I never liked waking up to it just looking up at me like, oh good, you're awake, I was making plans. We're gonna rob a bank. A sperm bank. How are we doing at the back? You guys good? Yeah? Enjoy another round of rotisserie chickens on the leash. You guys want to go to medieval times tomorrow? Is that what they do? Let's do it. Let's heckle the king. You ain't shit! Solve this riddle and you'll see my penis. My noble lights. Okay, I have a legitimate question to ask you guys, and don't placate me, don't patronize me here, but I was given the light, which means that I could wrap it up, or I could stick around for a little bit longer and keep going. Yeah? I don't want to overdo it. I don't want to take you for granted because you've been great and it's been really fun. But yeah, okay, all right, yeah. It's thank you. It's for the kids, you guys. A lot of you are like, anything to get more time away from fucking Kevin. I hate him. By round of applause, how many of you guys, your kids, are the ones we're like raising funds for? Yeah, right on. Awesome. I love that it gives you extra incentive to get wasted. Yeah, you're like, this is for fucking Jamie. Go up to them when you come home, like in their bed, just Jameson breath, be like, I did this for you tonight. Don't you forget it. Wait, hang on. I gotta butt in. What was this exchange now? Yes? No? Okay, never mind. Carry on. Sorry? You have a question? Please? Oh boy, okay. No, okay, alright. Hit me with it. You want me to make a joke about your mother who is 65 and a senior, who is not here? How dare you? Can you please make a joke about my defenseless senior mother who isn't here to defend herself?
Don't do it.
I won't. I have standards. I am here on the shrine of Jim, and that guy. I will not besmirch their noble name. I don't know. Oh, wow. Well done. They said not even for the kids. Well, fuck, now my hands are tied. Are we about to divide the room? Some of you are like, don't you dare speak ill of this 65-year-old anonymous woman somewhere. All right, I'll move on. Sorry? All right, no more requests. I'm done. This is turning into Weird Roast where you're like, 7 years ago, I met a guy at Tim Hortons and I didn't like the way he looked at me. Make fun of him! I'm not here to resolve old issues with people I don't fucking know. That's not my job. Oh, speaking of Tim Hortons. Hey, round of applause, how many people are trans in the audience? Let's hear it. Round of applause, yeah? Alright, we don't have to out you folks, that's cool. I realize how loaded that is. I only ask because, like, I think lately I've just gotten used to, I think it's a nice gesture. People will come up to me in public and be like, you are so brave. I'm so fucking brave, you guys. I'm so brave. The amount of people just come up to me and while I'm eating a sandwich, a breakfast sandwich at Tim Hortons, they're like, oh my God, I saw you from across the restaurant and I saw you doing your thing and I just needed to say, I needed to come up to you and just acknowledge just how brave I think you are. You're so brave. And I was like, the food here isn't that bad. So, being trans, I'm going through a lot of firsts. It's a lot of coming of age experiences, and some are good, some are a mix, but it's all a learning experience. And I try and approach all of these things with a lot of positivity, even after the fact. A lot of them hurt, but like if you triumph over them after the fact, then it's all good in the end. As long as you can find some growth, you know what I mean? And some of them make me feel like I belong to the sisterhood. I'm not gonna lie. I got my bra sized for the first time last summer. That was sweet. Love that. It was great. It was awesome. Very validating, but also very traumatizing. I won't lie. Not for me, for the Licenza worker. I was fine. She was freaked the fuck out. Because I don't know how often people with my body type go into Licenza for a casual sizing. I don't know how often UFC welterweight champions go in for a casual sizing, but apparently according to Licenza, I have the smallest boobs and the biggest rib cage in the world! Because it fucking traumatized the worker. She went white as a sheet when she was finished sizing me. And she was like, oh God, I'm gonna have to go to the back. But the way she said back implied some voyage to the center of the earth, like a Fellowship of the Ring thing. She climbed into a minecart and saluted the rest of the staff. I'm not back in 4 days. Tell my family I love them very much. I told that joke once, and somebody from the audience out of the darkness was like, secrets of your sister. They just yelled that. I know people are trying to be helpful, but I followed up on that. I was like, what does that mean, secrets of your sister? But she just disappeared. Like a ghost. Like a phantom. She did not follow up. I was like, what does that mean? Who said that? Secrets of your sister. And it drove me crazy. Nobody could find an answer for like weeks. I went a whole month asking around. I was like, this lady just sort of yelled that at me and then let it go. And I finally found out, somebody was like, oh, Secrets of Your Sister, this might be what it means. Secrets of Your Sister is like a bra store in Toronto where you can get, you can get like custom sized and custom made and have your bra custom made. And I was like, why the fuck couldn't she follow up with that? Ladies, if you want to inform me of stuff, you have to give me context. that this was some secret password that I would have to go up to a waterfall in a field and be like, secrets of your sister, and just whisper it into, and then the water would part, and there would be a secret underground layer of women just sharing one pair of pants that fits all of us. Secrets of your sister. Whisper this into your mom's ear and it'll resolve all your conflict. That was too real. Too real. Got it. Just imagine she's apparently 65 years old and related to that person. There we go. We got that roasted. All right. I'm going to finish on this. You guys are really awesome. I really appreciate it. Coming out has been an experience. If you can't tell from my voice, I was a really bro-y dude for a very long time, and coming out was really clumsy. It like threw off a lot of people because I repressed so much of that, and so coming out and telling the truth really caught a lot of people by surprise. And a lot of people reacted in different ways. My mom didn't react so well, but she also taught me patience. Like, some people are going to put their foot in their mouth, some people are going to hurt you, but if they matter, if they care, they'll stick around and they'll make amends. And my mom is one of those people. And but that's not to say that she didn't fucking hurt me pretty bad. I had to come out to her in 2 phases. So I came out to her broadly first. I was like, Mom, I'm queer. And she was like, what does that mean? And I said, I'm into men, women, trans people. And she stopped me. She was like, I will never let a trans person in my home as long as I live. Which broke my heart to hear my own mom say that to my face. I had so much left to tell her. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to let her process this, and I'm going to drop the second bomb later. Even the Americans waited 3 days between Hiroshima and Nagasaki. You got to space out the bombs. That's what I mean by it. And it hurt for a while, but then like I said, I'm the kind of person who thinks about the positives of these things. And I think it's kind of hilarious now that my mom would say that, especially when she's emerged as an ally and she's put in the work to like repair the damage and to connect with me. And we have a really beautiful relationship now. And I think it's hilarious that she would say something like that, because it's like, I feel like I've been this German spy spying on my mom her entire life, just like, well, Mother, you say we'll never let a trans person in your home, is that what you're saying? Well, maybe there has been one here the whole time. Okay, a story and then I'm out, I promise.
No worries.
Like I said, it's a lot of firsts. And it's a lot of reworking triumphs in my head. I got catcalled for the first time last summer. Yeah, which was great until it wasn't. It took a turn. Let me set the stage. It was in the middle of summertime. I was walking down Queen Street. It was midnight. I was walking alone. I had a cute little skirt on. It was hot. And the streets were empty, and I'm walking, and this guy, cat calls me on a bike. He's approaching, and he calls out to me. He's like, what's going on, pretty baby? You looking pretty cute in that skirt. I like what you got on, baby girl. You got some nice legs. Stick around, talk with me for a while. And call me a shitty feminist, but I'm new to this. I'm new to the sisterhood. Secrets of your sister. And it just felt nice. I was like, I shaved my knees. He noticed. And so I was thrilled at this new attention. So when he pulled up next to me, it came out of me, the enthusiasm, it just got the better of me, and I was like, thanks! And I shrieked it at him like that. Ungracefully, crackly, gravelly, thanks! My voice cracked. I sounded like Seinfeld, you guys. I was like, this guy, he's riding around on his bike. This guy wants to fuck. What's the deal with this guy? He's on his bike. You got a basket in the front. Let's fuck. And so, upon seeing my face and hearing my voice and computing that against what he thought I might look and sound like when he was approaching from behind, this guy had a complete mental malfunction. His brain just stopped working, and he rode off into the night just being like, yeah, it was humiliating. validating. It sucked to have something so novel and validating ripped away in the blink of an eye. It took me a while to recover, but again, like I said, I'm always the kind of person who will find the positives in things, the triumph in things. And I think I'm coming out on top for 2 reasons. Number 1, that guy is never catcalling anybody ever again. They have traumatized him to the point. You're welcome, ladies. He's out on the streets protecting you, bitches. Hit on this motherfucker right there. I'll break your brains. And secondly, I love the idea, we all want to leave behind a legacy. That's what we all aspire to. And I love the idea that this is mine. You know what I mean? This is how I live on in perpetuity. This guy is going to, I'm going to be the villain in this straight dude's horror story that he tells his friends, gather them around a campfire and be like, legend has it that in the dark of night, on the streets of Queen, there roams this Axl Rose-looking motherfucker with the smoothest knees you've ever seen. And if you get too close, you look her in the face. You're gay. You're gay, but only from the front. You'd still hit it from behind. It's a very specific sexual space that you've been thrown into. Yeah, before I get out of here, you guys are really fucking fun. Give yourselves a round of applause. As a comic, I've been doing this 16 years. It's a long time, and I've done a lot of shows, good and bad, and like you guys were a lot of fun. And some shows are like these, where it all turfs out and like everybody, we form a community and it's fun and it's a good time. And there are a lot of shows sometimes that feel like I'm being sabotaged by a fucking German James Bond villain who just has who's just throwing so many hurdles my way, be like, oh, comedian, you think you're so good with a ha-ha and a laugh? 16 years you are. Well, congratulations, you will headline a night at the Cat Eatery during a raffle night where everyone is too drunk to recognize the numbers on their little cards that get called out. This is like a fundraiser for children that most people are like, I'm too drunk, I fucking forgot I even had a kid. What are you talking about? There would be people in the audience who are like, make fun of a guy that you don't know from 1974. That's what I want. You'll have some ladies who clap 3 times at some joke. You know it's about their husband, and they're like, fuck, asshole. So good luck with that, comedian. Have a good life. Thank you guys.
But you know, because that's stalking. But you know, on socials, Al, you know, you can ask her. So I'm sure she'll give it to you. But guys, okay, we have a few more things to wrap up. I'm just gonna read out some names to get this thing going because you have to go back to your annoying kids. Probably. I don't know if you're gonna be too drunk to get there. Okay, so the first thing is, are you just gonna? Okay, so Trevina's gonna do it. Okay, all right. You have to hit me. It's so aggressive. Okay. All right, the first number is 004811. Yeah? Okay, let's see. Is it true? Let's see. Wait, is it Rachel? Rachel. Kristen, sorry. You're Rachel. Yeah, good. Yeah, Kristen! Good job. Ooh, get some more drunk. All right, the next person. This guy's dancing. Okay. He's really drunk. Okay. Next one is 48159. 48159. Anybody? I'm gonna toss this and. Again, 48159. All right, gone. Last two chance. Nobody? All right, we're gonna pull another one then. 48136. 48136.
It's paying off being generous. Spending a lot of money, Aldrin.
Guys, get up for Tracy! All right, what's the next? We got something else?
One more,
One more? This is the last one? Okay. Guys, this is the last one. Ready? 48162. 48162. 48162. 48162. Alright, so okay. That one's gone. Okay. 48118. 48118. You're confusing them. They're so drunk, okay?
Next one.
Alright, next one. Loser. Okay, fuck that guy. Whoever that had that. Okay. Okay, next one. 48094. 48094? Yeah, I think it is. All right, buddy, what's your name? Ashley. No. That's beautiful. 48094, give it up for Ashley. Guys, thank you so much for attending the fundraiser. I'm sure you guys. All right. Hold up. Yeah, you can do that. Just hold on a second. I'm just gonna check it. Guys, thank you so much for coming out. It was great. I hope you guys had fun. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much to the Cat for hosting us. Okay. I think I'm your mom. Okay. And also Trevor and Tiffany for. Guys, have a good night.